happens next season in Grandmasters. He will earn his spot today.
Oh no, Raven! No, not like this.
And he might earn that spot with a Dragoncaster puzzle box of Yogg-Saron.
It's just the streamer keep. Of course it is. Of course it is. Even if he doesn't just have the insane Dragoncaster on turn 5, he's still able to coin out Reno, which is incredibly effective against Hunter in its own right.
Yeah, his hand's just pretty good, even though he kept a 10-drop. Which kind of isn't a 10-drop, of course. You know what I mean, guys.
Yeah.
Here, though, on the other hand, looking at Bunny Hopper's opening, he did, I believe, throw away a Stormhammer in his opening hand, unless I'm going crazy and just imagining that, because it's just that kind of day, I don't know.
No, I think he tossed it.
Yeah, but he does have the Battle Mage. He didn't have a Dragon, though, as with it as well, so...
Well...
The coin. It's not even an honest Dragoncaster.
Here, Raven. It's the coin.
It's not even an honest Dragoncaster, is it? It's not happy. We'd use a 10-cost card on turn 6. That's already a lot of mana save. No, it's providing an extra discount.
I would say, which is not really something I'm super used to watching. Even in very, very high stakes matches that he has played a ton of during his career.
But this is what I was talking about before we saw the ridiculousness of the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that we've talked about all the stress of relegation, of losing.
Yeah.
Well, this is the stress of... This is literally the goal for any Hearthstone player that wants to play professionally. The goal is to become the world champion. It's the top goal that anyone and everyone will want. And Bunny Hopper is one loss away from having to, better luck next time. Yeah, and playing both minions out makes it as likely as possible to land that Faceless Corruptor.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it. I mean, I'm a fan of pressing hero power as often as possible versus Mage, especially when he has that aggressive hand. But Bone Chewer is a good enough card, I think, to get the job done. It demands respect. And it can't just be pinged away and set up for any kind of removal, right?
Oh...
Well,
looked like just a Mana Saber turn, but now there is an enormous 50-50 here off the Ancient Mysteries. And honestly, actually, either outcome is just fine.
Yeah, I was just going to say yes and no, actually, because I know what you mean, Sol, with the Flame Ward clearing the board. But if it's Ice Barrier +8, you'll take it.
Right.
It was effectively deal with the board or negate the turn's worth of attack. Or, like you said, Mana Saber. I think Silvername's happy with any outcome from that Secret Ball.
Yep. He does get the one that means he is probably going to have to rely on this box more so than this Reno because the board is not going anywhere right now. But we have to remember that Bunny Hopper does not know what the situation is with the Secret. So he might even be choosing not to attack here, which would make life very interesting. Well, I mean, I would imagine not based on the amount of health that we'll probably see him play at the end of the turn, because even then, like, even if just big old Whelp comes down here, which is adding less to the board, it's still 12.
Quickly.
Yeah. Yes. I absolutely would, but I am not a crazy person. I don't pretend to know. Exactly, yeah. Oh!
And here we go. Here comes the box.
Big whiff on the first spell, still nothing. He really needs 4 clears as a matter of priority. That's insane. That's also insane.
For who? Look at this Bone Chewer.
What?
Oh!
Oh! Are you kidding me, Raven?
He's just dead! What is Bunny Hopper supposed to do about that? Everything. The sticky minions, the clear that didn't clear the whole board, of course. But the Light Forged. some level of lifesteal unless it demands that corrosive breath. But if Bunny corrosive breath, so what? What's he gonna do about the rest of it? And look at Silvername. All he's bothered about is this one turn from Bunny Hopper. What is the response to this box? And if it isn't just completely good enough, then it looks like Silvername's going to take this game, because I don't know how Bunny Hopper's supposed to fight back here.
Dude, the Hagatha scheme was just BM. That's not okay. There was a hope. There was a 6-1 in play. There was so much damage that could go face and actually represent some kind of win condition. And then right on the last spell, the Hagatha scheme for that last 1 damage.
Okay, so realistically, is it ever... Yeah, this and Desert Spear. Set up the Desert Spear for Varanus.
Yeah.
Was he just going face? So it's 22, but of course there's the second
twin
Light
spell.
Forge.
Yeah. Silvername's emotions on that previous turn were so hard to read. Like, I think there was fear, there was excitement. I think there was also an element of an embarrassment, honestly, in the look that he had on his face at that point as to how insane that box was at this point. But the face push, yeah, I think it's immediately going to get shut down by this Lightforge Blessing here.
Also, am I seeing things? Is that Solarian buffed? Oh, it was drawn with the
Call to Adventure.
Call to Adventure.
Yeah.
Why is Solarian doesn't need a buff? What's going on? Hasn't Bunny Hopper been through enough? But yeah, the twin spell effect does work, even though it's cast by box. The spell gets cast. Which means that heal up back for Silvername is going to put him at the extremely safe 20. Can push a ton of damage. Yes, the spear's equipped. Yes, there's a Varanus, but that's still only killing 2 things. And Bunny Hopper has to face tank if he wants to kill both. And there's this gigantic Solarian as well.
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
And there's just nothing. Apart from Zephyrus. Puts him to 8. Reasonable, honestly, against Mage.
I wonder.
Yeah, Shadowed Ruin not good enough. Chaos Nova is interesting, I guess, because of the 2 attacks that you can send through to the 5 health minions.
Would leave the Cairn up though, right? So he'd effectively be on 4. Oh, he's going to attack and get the brawl like this.
Okay.
So he's not going to take 4 this turn. Takes 4 next turn. But that would, if he well, regardless of outcome, so it would be as if he attacked anyway. But now he's going to take 8 instead.
Exactly, yeah, that's the downside.
That's the downside, yeah.
And now, Malagos Frostbolt?
Yep.
If Silvername wants to go for it here, could be the card that seals the World Championship performance.
But also Rusteed. Is there actually just a way for that to be punished?
I mean, there's a lot of things you can do that probably win the game over time. I'm just wondering whether he wants to win the game immediately.
I wasn't expecting Arcane Intellect, honestly. Oh, the Mana Saber gives him Alex, right? Is that why? It gives him well, okay. It gives him both Alexes. I was meaning the regular Alex, so he can self-heal even if there's tons of big bursts coming his way.
Sure, I mean, if you want to be ludicrously pessimistic, but it doesn't matter now. Very little seems to matter. Silvername with the biggest pop-off. Silvername, the man, the maniac, the legend himself.